to work. And on the way out of the door, I thought about it, and I said, and we're supposed to be getting a living wage. You know, so Jeff Rumpke looked at me kind of funny. He said, well, that's not ever going to happen. You know, and so then we got busy at that interfaith. We, through Sierra Club, Blue Green Alliance, City Council, Roxanne Quarles, everybody started going to City Hall, having meetings. And it took, what, about 2 years?
2.5 years.
Yeah, 2.5 years. But on June 1st of this year, we were able to tell everybody, hey, you're getting $10.90 an hour, you know.
And how did that happen? How did that process, how did you get from here to there?
Just protesting, because a lot of people wasn't aware that the people that worked out at Rumpke wasn't getting a living wage, you know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. See, I ended up not being able to work at the Rumpke company, so because of my affiliation and my activities with Interfaith, you know, and being an activist for you know, the living wage ordinance. I testified several times in front of the city council, and we used the booklet that came out the garbage, you know, to state that this is our case, you know, here it is written, you know, you guys wrote it, you know, so why not live by it? So it took another year for us to get, you know, win over city council members, you know, at first they said the writing in the contract, the solicitor department of the city said it wasn't in there. You know, if you pick out cans over here and paper over there and plastic here, to me that's sort. They say it wasn't. So we went together, got favor from the council, and we had waited another year in order for them to make sure that the language in the contract stated as such, recycling the employees for Rumpke is to receive this living wage. You know, we had to put it in, like, it wasn't like sorting. Sorting became a big word to these guys down there, you know. They didn't know what sorting was, you know. And through that effort, them and the proposal that the council wrote that put this language in, it came in, and we also solicited other companies that bid on this contract. You know, Rumpke was the sole, you know, one. Every year, it's renewed every year, and they didn't even go to anybody. But we had got with the unions and everybody, and got 2 other companies that bid on the contract, and that forced Rumpke to abide by the contract. We won concession right away after the ball game. They stopped charging, you know, for the transportation. Right. They stopped charging for the equipment, and you know, I think they were just trying to pacify, but they wouldn't give the money up, but we didn't quit. And by June, you know, and collaboration with us and city council, we made an announcement that they was giving the living wage.
I think the way it was, whoever the city gave the contract to this time was required to pay the living wage, and Rumpke, as much as they hated it, they fell into place.
And that was another agreement we made with the city, that whoever took the contract, it was like 60 workers totally, they were, you know, that they would go with the contract. And lo and behold, we were successful. That's one of the successful stories, but you know, it took a while.
Well, let me ask you, so how would you looking back at it, you had a lot of support to get this done. Well, what would have happened if you didn't have that support? And how?
Be still out there now, just shoveling garbage around, and probably he and I still wouldn't have no job as he is, and a lot of other people, and they'll still be doing 10, 12 hours with the money being taken out. We're the lowest paid guys in the world. You know, how can I have him take $1 for you know? I go to work for them, you know. And if a guy, if they paid me the $10, I wouldn't mind paying transportation.
Right.
You know, but $7, I don't have anything. These guys, we was doing a survey, and one of these guys went out, you know, to work a job. He came home with a $15 check after 8 hours. Oh.
What advice would you have for somebody who is now finding themselves in your position?
Oh man.
Contact your local communities. And, you know, there are organizations out there that will help you. So like, and they're all across. You know, you just have to find them. You know?
We lost our jobs because of this fight. You know, so that somebody else could.
So you're taking a risk when you get involved in fighting back.
Right. They could. A lot of his.
I was one of them. Like I said, no, you can't go to
for
work,
even
but-
bringing it up, you know. But I mean,
But you don't regret doing it?
no.
Oh,
No,
you know, but we made it. I consider it a great victory, not so much just for myself, but a lot of other people's going to benefit from this. You know what I mean? And as we became successful in this campaign, you know, I mean, it opened eyes for other people, hopefully, you know, to see what really is going in the low wage, you know, low wages and low wage staff. They taking the money. You know what I mean? You're making low wages and they're stealing it from you. That's a big thing all across. You know, we have case after case now by people comes in and the immigrant workers, you know, they work, you don't pay me. I'm like, what? How do you tell the guy you're going to pay him something? Just deny him. You know?
Right.
We
Refuse to pay it at all.
I
Yeah.
good.
No, go ahead, if you were gonna make a last point.
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
George.
and it becoming, you know, so evident now, and the economy is bad, and it's getting worse. You know, I understand that, okay, if it's bad for me, it's bad for another guy on top, but it's not as bad, because, you know, I have no money, and now, you know, he's taking the little money I'm trying to earn. You know. I don't know where it's going, but we need some legislation to help us with this.
Yeah, we do.
Amen to that. Thanks so much for your time, guys, both of you, and congratulations on your victory.
A wonderful
Yeah.
victory.
Yeah, thank you.
Important story, that's why we wanted to get it on
thank